All right, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Episode 10, the season finale of Fear Factor House of Fear. And y'all, this was intense. Let's get into it. So y'all already know we got our 4 contestants. Chelsea, Ethan, Rob, Jaylene going head to head. They ended up randomizing this event again. And this time it was Ethan and Rob pit head to head against each other. And I'm not going to hold you on this one because of the type of challenge it was. I thought Ethan was out of there. So in this challenge, they was put in tanks that was locked at the top with, I think they was calling these alligator gators or something. I don't know, some type of fish that looked like an alligator. Something I don't want to be locked up with. So they had to dive down, complete a little puzzle game to release a key and use that key to unlock the hatch. Now, the hatch is more like a screw. It's not just a regular key. It's literally a screw. And I'm not going to lie. Ethan and Rob going head to head. Rob is a diver. So I was like, he's going to hold his breath, one go, knock it out. Ethan said right before he got to the tank, the max he could hold his breath was about a minute and a half. Tell me why this man completed the challenge in one breath. Like he went down there, solved the puzzle, and came back up. So I give it to Rob though, because Rob did the same thing. It's just that puzzle held him up. That puzzle held Rob up. Ethan ended up escaping first, but when I tell y'all it was so close because they was up there trying to unscrew it. I think Rob's hand slipped at one point and he almost dropped the key. They both had to come up for air out of the little hole that was cut in the ceiling. Y'all, it was close. It was so freaking close. And honestly, I was rooting for Ethan. I'm not gonna hold you. I was rooting for Ethan, but I'm so surprised Rob lost this one. Like, I feel like out of all the challenges, this was the challenge made for Rob. But it is what it is. This was, if you complete the challenge, you make it to the finals. If you lose, you're eliminated. So Rob got eliminated. Now, Chelsea and Jaylene, they both had me worried. Both of them had me worried. Jaylene, mostly because she was tripping off of getting bit by one of them fish, which I don't blame her. And honestly, when she was getting into the tank, I resonated with that one sentence she said. She said, I can't tread water. Y'all, that hit me so hard because I can't tread water either. As soon as she said that, I'm not going to lie. As much as I like Chelsea and I wanted her to win, I was rooting for Jaylene because I'm just like, I can't tread water. This is the fear of people who are scared of drowning. If you can't tread water, that's like the basic thing to keep you afloat. So I'm not gonna lie, I was a little worried for Jaylene. Now Chelsea, on the other hand, she said she was nervous. She said she was scared of drowning and all that. But when I say I think she said she was worried because she messed up on the last puzzle game. She ain't hesitate on this puzzle. She was down there. She said she saw the guys do it in one breath. Boom, she doing it in one breath. And did. Like this was close. I don't think y'all understand. This was neck and neck. I know they wanted it. Even when, actually, I'm going to just go ahead and say it. Chelsea ended up winning this challenge. Congratulations, she made it to the finals. If you win, you make it. If you lose, you out. But when I tell y'all the time between Chelsea pressing the button and Jaylene pressing the button was not that much. Jaylene almost had it. Almost. But let's get into the final round because that is what blew my mind. And before we get into the final round, let's just make sure y'all see what's going on here. Let me move myself a little bit. All the people who made it, all the people who didn't make it, we're down to the final 2. For this final is Ethan versus Chelsea. Now, I thought this was crazy. First of all, before I even get into this challenge, let me just say, Johnny was fresh. Y'all should have seen that slow-mo camera with the spin. Johnny knew he was flexing that suit. But okay, let's get into it. So for this challenge, you have these two 18-wheelers racing basically against each other down the runway, right? There's pipes on the outside of the truck. Each contestant starts in the passenger seat. And once Johnny blows that horn, while the trucks are moving, they got to get out of that passenger seat, crawl on the outside of the 18-wheeler to make it inside the back. Once they're in the back, there's a whole bunch of boxes basically empty, but there's one box with a set of keys. They have to find that box, right? So once they find the box, they climb to the top of the truck. Keep in mind, this is still moving. And while on top of the truck, they have to unlatch themselves and cross the net between the trucks to make it to the other side. When they make it to the other side, they have to use that ring of keys to unlock the box of cash. Whoever does it first wins the 200K. Let me just show y'all. This is that net. Like right now, the trucks ain't that close to each other. But once they start going and the contestants get to the back, that trucks start to get a little bit closer to each other. Keep in mind, they moving. They moving. This is fast. I ain't gonna lie. There was one image of Ethan trying to cross, and I could see it. I could see the fear in his eyes. He was nervous. Honestly, my heart was beating fast. But watching them race on the outside, yo, Chelsea is to be feared, because when I say she was moving like, what she called it? I just got finished watching the Mission Impossible movies not too long ago, and she said that. She said, what, is this the next Mission Impossible? Whew, gotta take a breath. Oh my goodness, she was moving. She was moving. Look, she made it to the back of the truck first and got to looking for the keys, because I swear it almost seemed like she did this for a living. I would believe it if you told me that she did like extreme sports or something, because she be going into stuff with no hesitation, just head first. She was meant for this game. Now, Ethan, he was a little bit slower on this. I was worried for him because Ethan has been a strong contender this whole game. I thought that I think the speeding truck is what really like threw him off. He was scared. I could see him crawling on the outside of that. He was nervous. But when that man made it to the back and started going through those boxes, I knew Chelsea was in for it, because Ethan was throwing them boxes like he just didn't care. Like he any slight chance that box was empty, he ain't feel no weight, he was throwing it to the side. I think that's what held Chelsea up. She was just going a little bit too slow looking for that key. Now, Ethan made it to the top before Chelsea did, even though Chelsea made it to the back first. When I say it got so close, because he made it to the box, like I told you, he hesitated at the top. I don't blame him. You moving that fast with just a little net between you, I really can't blame my boy. But when I say I can hear him cussing, trying to figure out which key went to that dang box, that allowed Chelsea to catch up with her keys and make it to the other side. And again, please watch this. When I say Ethan really like hesitated going across that net, Chelsea ain't care. She saw Ethan at that box. She basically threw her harness off and dang near jumped across. So Chelsea caught up, both of them going head to head at the top, trying to find the right key to the box. And at the end of the day, it was Ethan. Ethan came out on top. He won the 200K. And when I said that man howled at the end whenever he won, I felt it in my soul. Honestly, it kind of felt like I was watching an episode of Teen Wolf. This man was really hooping and hollering, and I don't even blame him. That's 200K. You really conquered all your fears, right? So I got to give it to Chelsea too, because stiff competition. She really made Ethan work for this. But at the end of the day, only one person walks away with the 200K, and Ethan got it, man. He did it. Props to him. And him wanting to buy a door as the first thing, my guy, you about to buy a whole new house. You straight. You good. Y'all, this season of Fear Factor was fire. Honestly, I'm signing up. I'm signing up for Fear Factor. I'm trying to be like Ethan on the top of a freaking 18-wheeler, screaming my heart out because I just won. I'm trying to go for it. And I saw that they got a little special, 48 hours of fear. So you know I'm going to check that out too. But Fear Factor, y'all, please tell me y'all seen this finale. I'm signing up. Y'all think I can make it? Fear Factor, choose me. Johnny, I'm trying to be on the next season. I'm ready. I want to conquer my fears. And honestly, I need that 200K. I need to fix my car up. Yeah. I got too many bills and legal fees to pay for right now. I'm signing up today. And last little image just to show all these contestants, Ethan came out on top. Congratulations, man.